Hi there Scorpio, welcome back to my channel, Praise You Tarot. I'm going to be doing a general reading for you today, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, to see what's coming in for you. Please make sure to check out my other videos for Scorpios on this channel and also your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. I'm going to be uploading, trying to upload more on this channel. This is a new channel for me, so if this resonates as well, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate every comment that I get, every like, every new subscriber. You have the Justice card and Queen of Swords. I feel like there is something that you need to be telling, you're tempted to tell the truth about. You feel like you need to speak your truth in this situation. It may be an ending a situation. It could be at work. I'm getting here that it could be at work. It could be in a relationship also, in some sort of commitment that you have. You may be feeling very emotional at this time. And it may be in a situation where you feel quite restricted, like you can't do what you want to do. You may feel restricted by certain rules and regulations that are put onto you. I see that there may be a temptation for you to leave this situation, and I'm getting here that it could be at work in particular. It doesn't have to be, but I'm getting here that it could be a situation at work. You feel like you're kind of overworking yourself. You feel like you are doing too much, that you are really stressing yourself out this time. You have a lot of responsibilities. It kind of feels like overkill. Could feel like here someone is overbearing you. Could be a boss energy. Someone who is quite, could be quite cutting with their words. Could be an air sign. You feel like they, are kind of distant or cold, that they don't approach things in a way that you approach things, and that there is a little bit of conflict here. So actually I'm going to leave it there for the time being. Let me tell you what I have so far. So I have the Justice card as your overall energy. You are seeking justice and wanting justice in a situation. You may be in a situation that you feel is very unjust for the time being, that it feels like you are not getting what you deserve, or that in a situation in general things are not happening in the way that they should be happening. You really want justice here in this situation, Scorpio. You may be very tempted to tell it how it is, to go into your boss, for example, or a family member, a relationship, someone you're in a relationship with, I should say, and really just let rip. Just tell them the complete truth and just tell them how it is. You may also be dealing here with an air sign who has a tendency to be very cutting and very kind of emotionless when they speak to you, and you don't quite understand that because you have the Queen of Cups here. You're feeling very emotional at this time. You feel like perhaps you're going through a kind of transformation as well, and I feel like you're really trying to work against as much as possible the conventions that you feel are stifling you. You may be in a job, for example, where there are a lot of rules that you need to follow, and you feel like you've had enough. You feel like you want to end the situation, or that you have an urge to just get up and walk out. Could also be in a relationship. It feels like something here that you're committed to. So it could be a job that you've committed to, or a relationship, or a family matter. But it feels like you are being stifled by either a particular energy from someone or something that is very cold and very cutting, very calculated. And it's creating a lot of stress for you. You may feel very restricted. You're also concentrating. The reason why I say a work here as well, it feels like here you're very concentrated on work matters. You may be doing a very repetitive task over and over, and it feels like although you need to get it done, it is creating a certain amount of stress. You may feel like you are not emotionally fulfilled in this situation, that you want to move forward into something that is more fulfilling for you. What you want is the Ten of Cups. You want something which is going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. You may be wanting to spend more time at home. You may feel like at the moment you are not able to spend a lot of time in your own home, or that you want to enjoy that kind of that homely kind of atmosphere. And it could again be that you're working very hard at this commitment elsewhere. Five of Pentacles is also about feeling left out in a situation. You may feel quite alone at this time, like you are apart from your friends, for example. Clarify this justice with the Queen of Swords. They came out very close to one another. Clarify this justice with the Queen of Swords for Scorpio. Death and rebirth, of course, is as well Scorpio energy. Um, there is a tendency I feel for you to kind of to close things off when they're not serving you, which can be very painful for other people, but you deal with that transformative nature quite well. Two of Cups, you want things to be brought back into a balance. You want things to be brought into alignment. Could be here you're dealing with a romantic relationship that you need to be telling the truth about. You feel like the truth will out. You want to speak your truth to this person. Could also just be here that there is a kind of a lack of justice at the moment that you want to bring, like I said, into balance. Could be dealing here with a connection that has felt quite unjust and you want to speak your truth. Could also be dealing here, like I said, in a relationship or in a platonic relationship, like with a co-worker, for example, with an air sign that feels very cutting and very calculated. You want to reunite with them, you want to come together, or they at least, roles can be reversed. They want to kind of reunite with you. Queen of Pentacles, this is definitely a kind of stable, mature energy. And again, I feel like this weight here of like conventions or permanence. You may have been in a job or a relationship for a very long time, and it feels like things are, there's been situations that have disappointed you, but they are now coming back into alignment. It also feels like you want to bring about justice in this situation because of the Justice card, right? So Queen of Pentacles is about kind of moving into more stable ground. It's also about thinking about your money and your finances, your job as well, right here. So you may be feeling like you need to be very honest at this time. Clarify this Death card for Scorpio. Yeah, there's an energy here of you're working incredibly hard. You feel like at a certain point it's going to have to let up, it's going to have to stop because it's becoming overbearing. You may feel controlled in this situation and you may be very guarded. You may be going about your life in a very guarded kind of temperament at the moment, not letting people in, very focused on what you have to do, focused on the task at hand. You may just have a lot of deadlines at work at the moment or be dealing with a lot of kind of difficult energy at work. Yeah, you need to rest up here, Scorpio. You need to hang up your swords. I feel like there may be a tendency to fight with people, and even with this energy of the Queen of Swords where you want to put things right, you want to make a fair decision, you want to tell someone how it is. I feel like as well you need to do that if you are going to do that in a calm manner, and you need to be getting more rest. You need to retreat in a situation and get some more rest for yourself because you may be very overworked. Clarify the Hierophant here. Three of Wands, you want to expand. Again, the Hierophant is this energy of kind of rules, conventions, doing things the way that things have always been done. You may feel here a temptation to kind of go your own way, to break free of those conventions, to break free of those rules and regulations that are being placed onto you. You feel like you want to expand and break out of those conventions. You feel like you want to do your own thing. You may be tempted to kind of walk away from a situation or at least to go your own way. If this is to do with work, it may be that you want to do things in a different way, that you want to say. This could be about what you want to say to this person, like your boss, for example. You want to do things differently. You feel like the way that things have always been done is no longer serving this, you or this situation. You also have the Nine of Wands, which is about being wounded and about being guarded. It's like you want to move forward, but you're not sure how quite to do that. There's also an energy of like someone has hurt you in the past, or someone has kind of wounded you. You may have spoken your truth before and been cut down by this person, and that's why you feel like, well, what's the point in speaking my truth? They don't listen to me anyway. It could also be here that because you've been wounded in the past, you are kind of, you're wanting perhaps to follow conventions even though you don't want to. Does that make sense? So even though you know it's not the right thing, you're kind of going along with it anyway because you feel wounded in a situation. You feel like you've come so far. You feel like you've been fighting a battle, like an uphill battle for so long. Page of Cups and Page of Swords came out. It could be here you're dealing with children or younger people. Page of Swords and Page of Cups is like, I think, your will and your want here to lighten up and to bring a kind of new energy into the situation. You may be wanting to go into a more fun, light-hearted direction here. It feels like everything has been very serious, very hard. You know, you're working very hard. It's been very tense. It's been very controlled. It has been very kind of cold, guarded. I feel like really you want to move into this energy here, and it could be that there is news coming in that allows you to break free of that old kind of hard energy into this new energy. Could be here also you have children that you're involved with. When the news comes in, it may be from someone younger than you, but in general as well, I feel like there's just going to be a new lighter hearted energy about you. There's going to be a new fun kind of nature to you after this period of kind of very, very hard work. That's what it feels like. You now have the Seven of Cups. There's a situation here that you need to walk away from something that's disappointed you, or that you're tempted at least to walk away from something that's disappointed you. You see this as like a golden opportunity, but you see that perhaps it's not working. It's kind of like you enjoy it, or you like it, or it is emotionally fulfilling for you, but it's becoming too much. You may be feeling kind of pulled away from this situation and to do something else, to move into something lighter where there is less responsibility, there is less kind of that overbearing, controlling nature. You could be having to make a judgment about it in the near future. And yes, I feel like it is to do with work, and it is also to do with colleagues. So for some of you, I don't see like a strong like relationship energy, like in terms of romance. I see this as being more at work for you, Scorpio. Clarify this Queen of Cups. There is definitely something here you have strong emotions for. You feel emotion. My God, the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Cups. So you feel very emotionally attached to this endeavour, this work, right? I don't think that this is just like a 9 to 5. This could be a real vocation for you. Like it could be nursing or teaching or something like that. You feel very emotionally attached to this situation, and that's what makes it so difficult at times. Could also be here that you're dealing with a fellow water sign here. It could just be also that you're feeling very emotional at this time. We do have the lunar eclipse coming up on the 26th, which may make things very hard for you, particularly if you have Cancer in your chart as well, which is ruled by the moon. Clarify some more this Queen of Cups. It's kind of like you want to be cold in this situation and detached, but you can't be. It's like, I feel like you want to be very honest. You want to be very honest, but at the same time, it's like you want to speak about it in a detached way and kind of be closed off from it. But it's like you can't because you're so emotionally involved. And it could be in a relationship here as well with someone at work or romantically. Death card as well coming up. Again, your energy. This is your energy at the moment of being so emotional, but there's a temptation here, or a kind of need here, to close things off in order for something new to begin. And this might not be like physically walking away from something. It could just be internally, you know, you want to close things off because you want this new energy to come in. You want a fresh start and you want to expand. I feel like you really want to expand here. You want to kind of go in a new direction emotionally. You want to become more fulfilled. You want to have like a lighter energy about you. You're kind of tired of always being so controlled and overbearing. There's definitely something that you're wishing on here. I think what you want is happiness and you want emotional fulfillment. And it may be that you need to walk away from a situation. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. You want love in this situation. You want more time for yourself. I see this as being more self-love. You feel like you're pouring into everyone else's cup and not your own. You could also be moving here into a direction of a new relationship that really is fulfilling. Could be new love for you on the horizon that you're moving towards. I also see that you are moving towards a place of self-love more and more, where you're feeling like, do you know what? This is the time, this is the place that I need to now be focused more on myself. I feel like you give a lot to others. Yeah, Ten of Swords again. So you've had quite a few repeats in this reading because I'm using two different decks here, Scorpio. Ten of Swords, it's like you are exhausted, you are done with a certain situation, and it's not even like you may leave, like physically leave the situation, but it's like you need something new to happen because you're done. Like something needs to change. This is why the Death card keeps popping up. Something needs to change in your work situation in particular. I feel like this is because you are done. You are pained by the situation. I feel like you're stressed out. You are exhausted. You feel controlled. You feel restricted. It's done. You need to make a new start. What's the advice? Yeah, and you don't quite know where to go. It's confusing you. What is the advice for Scorpio in this situation? What is the advice? You may need to walk away here, but also I feel like this is, if this is not you walking away, and again I feel for some of you this is an internal kind of situation more than like something that's happening physically in the physical world. I feel like you're being guided to better things here, bigger and better things at this time, Scorpio. I feel like you are being guided to a new situation which is going to be more fulfilling for you. Page of Wands, yeah. You could be hearing some news that is going to kind of lighten your load, as so to speak, that is going to bring you into this newer, fresher energy, because we have 3 pages now. You could also be discovering something new, whether it's a new job, a new hobby, a new person that really makes you feel quite passionate. It could be a new project that you're starting creatively. It could be a fire sign that you meet as a friend or as a colleague, as a lover, that really is able to kind of bring you into a new energy of feeling more passionate, more fiery, less overworked, then it's going to bring you some more emotional fulfillment here and kind of going to align you more, you know, it's going to make you feel more balanced in a situation. Judgment, yeah, you need to answer the inner calling. There could be here something that you are being called to do, like a new project, enter into a new relationship with someone, a collaboration, for example. I feel like you need to use your intuition to find out what that is, but there will be a time where you need to answer this inner calling, something that you're being called to do or to say or to work on. And it's time to use your judgment. Yeah, again, bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. You're being called to do something which makes you feel more emotionally fulfilled. Could be to do here something with the family, with the home. Could be that you want to work from home, become self-employed, something of that nature, right? It could be anything, but something that really makes you feel more emotionally fulfilled, because at the moment it's like there's just such a tough energy of being controlled and restricted and like overworked, exhausted. I feel like once you make this change, you're going to move into a much more balanced and fulfilling energy here, Scorpio. So this is what I have for you today. I hope this helped, and if this resonated with you, then please remember to like and subscribe and tune in for the next one. Bye guys.